My name is Kevin Sherwood. I am a senior sound designer for Treyarch Audio Department, and I make sound effects and zombie music. Well, my background started with music when I was pretty young. Parents bought me a guitar. Went to a school in Boston called Berkeley. After college, I moved out to LA and heard about testing jobs, which didn't seem real. Actually, they're going to pay you to play video games. I just didn't believe that even existed. But finagled my way into a testing job, and then met David Vonderhaar, and just spent the next year and a half learning from him, and made it over to Treyarch, and met the audio guys and Lamia and Dave Stoll, and eventually got hired after COD 3. The zombie mode, it just started with a couple of dudes, making it while we were in crunch time in World at War. 24-hour shifts, 48-hour shifts, 6 to 7 days a week, just crazy crunch. And a couple of dudes were just back there making this mode. It was a defense mode, simple mechanic, but everyone was just playing it. We were making a game while making a game. That's how we knew it was fun, but it took Lamia saying yes to it for it to materialize and be a thing, and that was a huge risk for him. It was just inspiring. From art to animation, everyone just put all their creativity into this thing that was just being made by us. It was our own thing. It separated us from everybody else. It was when you would die and then the camera would pan over the map for Nacht on Toten that I thought, I have a chord progression that would be perfect for this, and went home and wrote it, and we recorded it and threw it in the game, and that became Lullaby for a Dead Man, which was the first zombie song. Brian Toohey, the audio director, had said that I should make it into an entire song. And I said, well, I need a vocalist. Who am I gonna write for? And there was a girl on Quantum of Solace that we were making, the James Bond, when we had the James Bond license, and it was Elena. He said, I think she sings. So we just went into our little recording booth that we usually do for, use for VO, doing takes until it sounded pretty cool, and we put it in the game as an Easter egg. You flush the toilet 3 times and the song would play, and we just thought it'd be cool to do some audio Easter egg, but the fans really took to it, and I wrote another riff for When You Died in Verrucht, and then it became a pattern. Death riff becomes Easter egg song. I met Maluka back at Berkeley. We both worked in the recording studio office. We kind of ran with different circles, I guess. We'd party coincidentally at the same place once in a while and say hi, but we never did anything musically. And then she did all those covers that got all the coverage. I got on Facebook and I was like, hey, can we write something together? And she's like, sure. So that's how it happened. We're here today because a guy named Bill Anderson, who's I think philosophy head here at Concordia University, is into the zombie tunes, or his son was, and was really into the lyrics philosophically, and so he sent me an email. I thought it was a troll at first, so I didn't answer, but they were willing to put together choral arrangements for all the zombie songs, and I just couldn't say no, so here we are. To have the angelic singers saying things like, I swear to you, I'll kill them all. It's gonna be surreal.